Welcome dear student and Jai Swaminarayan. In the previous video, we were discussed about what happen when the acid and base are in the water solution. Dear student, we know that acid produce the H plus ion or H3O plus ion in the water solution, whereas the base produce a OH minus ion in the water solution. And the strength of the acid or base can be measured or can be determined with the help of the H3O plus ion, H plus ion or OH minus ion in the solution. That means that the strength of the acid in the solution can be determined with the help of the H plus ion in the solution, and the strength of the base in the solution can be determined with the help of the OH minus ion in the present in the solution. So the concentration of the H plus ion gives the strength of the acid, and the concentration of the OH minus ion in the solution gives the strength of the base in the solution. So dear student, in this video we will understand about how strong the acid or a base. The strength of the acid or base can be determined with the help of the pH scale, pH of the solution. So in this video we will discuss what do you mean by the pH and what is the importance of the pH in our daily life. So dear student, let us start with that. What do you mean by the pH, or we can say that the how strong the acid or base solution. So strength of the acid or the strength of the base can be determined with the help of the H plus ion or a OH minus ion in the base. H plus ion in the acid or OH minus ion in the base. So dear student, first of all, the indication of the acid or base can be indicated with the help of the acid base indicator. Acid base indicator can be used to distinguish between an acid or a base. So the solution is the acidic or the solution is a basic can be easily find with the help of the acid base indicator. So acid base indicator we were discussed in a previous video. So see the previous video for the acid base indicator, how we can determine the solution is a acidic or a solution basic, right? Now the strength of the acid and the base solution depends on the number of H plus ion and the OH minus ion produced respectively and estimated using a universal indicator, right? The strength of the acid in the solution can depends on the number of H plus ion, whereas the strength of the base solution depends on the OH minus ion, and the strength of the H plus ion and the OH minus ion can be easily estimated with the help of the universal indicator. So what is the universal indicator? Universal indicator is a mixture of the several indicators, right? Universal indicator is a mixture of the several indicators. It shows the different colors at the different concentration of the H plus ion in the solution or OH minus ion in the solution. So universal indicator is the mixture of the several indicator. It shows the different color at the different concentration of the H plus ion. Number of H plus ion is more, it shows the different color. Number of H plus ion is less, it shows the different color. So that we will see later on in this video, right? So the universal indicator, the concentration of the H plus ion in the acidic solution and the concentration of the OH minus ion in the basic solution can be easily determined with the help of the universal indicator. So here the universal indicator is the mixture of the several indicators. It shows the different colors at the different concentration of the H plus ion in the solution, and from the color we can say that the strength of the acid in the solution or the strength of the base in the solution. A scale for measuring the H plus ion concentration in the solution is called the pH scale, right? The scale is the scale which shows the concentration of the H plus ion or the OH minus ion in the solution is called the pH scale. In the pH scale, pH, P stands for the potence, a German word which means the power. So here in the pH, P stands for the potence, that means the power of a H, power of the hydrogen. So it measures the concentration of the H plus ion in the solution. So dear student, understand what is the pH scale. A pH scale is a scale for measuring a concentration of the H plus ion in the solution. So the name pH, in the pH, P stands for the potence, and the meaning of this P, potence, is a power. The potence word is a German word, and the meaning of this word is a power. So the pH gives the power of the H plus ion in the solution. So dear student, now let us see how the pH scale indicates the acidic or basic in the solution, concentration of the H plus ion or concentration of the OH minus ion in the solution, right? So the pH scale can measure the pH generally from the 0. The pH of the solution is 0, that means a very acidic solution is a very acidic, and to the 14. So the pH of the solution is always lies between a 0 to 14. pH of the solution is 0, that means the solution is a very acidic, and if the pH of the solution is 40, it is a very alkalis, that means a base, right? So the pH should be a thought of the simply as a number between a 0 to 14, which indicates that the acidic or the basic nature of the solution. Higher the hydronium ions, H3O plus ion concentration, lower is the pH value. So if the H plus ion, hydronium ion, or we can say the H3O plus ion concentration is more, we can say that the pH of the solution is a lower, right? So for the pH of the neutral solution is a 7. So if the solution is a not a acidic or not a basic, neutral solution, the pH of the neutral solution is a 7, right? Here, so here that is a pH scale, and the neutral solution, the pH for the neutral solution is a 7. Now if the H plus ion is increasing in the solution, so increasing in the H plus ion concentration, the nature of the solution is a more acidic, right? And the pH value of the solution is decreases from the 0 to 7. So if the pH value of the solution is decreases from 7 to 0, we can say that the solution is a more acidic. And similarly, if the decrease in the H plus ion concentration, the solution is a increasing in the basic nature, right? So if the pH is increases from 7 to 14, as the value of the pH is increases from the 7 to 14, the basic nature of the solution is increases. So dear student, the pH of the neutral solution is a 7 here, right? The value less than 7 on the pH scale represent the acidic solution. As the pH value increases from the 7 to 14, it represents an increase in the OH minus ion concentration in the solution, and that is the increase in the strength of the alkalis, increase in the strength of the base. So here, as the pH value is lies between the 0 to 7, we can say that the solution is a acidic solution. And if the pH value lies between a 7 to 14, we can say that the solution is in the basic in the nature, right? And if the pH value is a 7, we can say that the solution is a neutral. Now as the pH value is decreases from the 7 to 0, we can say that the solution is a acidic, increasing in the acidic nature. Now similarly, if the pH value is increasing from the 7 to 14, we can say that the basic nature of the solution is increasing. It will be a more basic. For example, if we considering one acid and it has a pH value 2 and other acid has a pH value 5. So the acid which has a pH value 2 is a more acidic compared to the acid has a pH value 5. Similarly, base, if one base has a pH value 8 and other base has a pH value 12, so we can say that the solution which has a pH value 12 is more basic compared to the solution which has a pH value 8, right? So understand dear student what is the pH scale. So this question can be asked in the examination like this. Write a short note on the pH scale. So dear student, now we will see how the pH scale can be useful for the acidic or the basic nature of the solution. The acidic or the basic nature of the solution can be measured with the help of the pH paper. The color of the pH paper in the solution gives the acidic or the basic nature of the solution. So dear student, let us see with the help of the activity. Activity number 2.11. Test the pH value of the solution given in the table. So this type of the solution are given in the table: lemon juice, carrot juice, coffee, tomato juice, tap water, 1 mole NaOH, 1 mole HCl. So some of the solution are acidic, some of the solution are basic. So let us examine how the pH paper help us to determine the acidic or the basic nature of the solution, right? And we can measure the approximate value of the pH from the pH paper. So the color of the pH paper in the solution gives the approximate value of the pH value of the solution, and from that we can determine the acidic or the basic nature of the solution. For example, if we take a pure blood or pure water, the pH value of the pure water or a blood is about a 7.4. The pure water or a blood is approximately neutral solution. So when we place a pH paper in the pure water or a blood, it becomes a light green, like this. Color of this paper becomes a light green. So we can say that the approximate value of the pure water or a blood, the pH value of the pure water or a blood is a 7.4, right? So now if we place a pH paper in a lemon juice, the color of the pH paper becomes a reddish yellow, right? It gives that the pH value lies between a 2 and 3. The approximate value of the pH of the lemon juice is about a 2.2, right? And when we place a pH paper in the gastric juice, the color becomes a orange, like this, right? Color. So the approximate value of the pH value of the gastric juice is about 1.2. So here see that the pH value of the gastric juice is 1.2 and the pH value of the lemon juice is about a 2.2. So we can say that the gastric juice is a more acidic compared to the lemon juice. Similarly, if we place a pH paper in a milk of magnesia, right? So the color of the pH paper becomes a greenish blue, right? So we can say that the nature of the milk of magnesia is a basic because its a pH value is greater than 7, right? So understand. So when we place a pH paper in the 1 mole NaOH, 1 mole NaOH, it's the color of the pH paper becomes a blue, right? So we can say that the approximate value of the pH value of the sodium hydroxide is about a 14. Similarly, when we place a pH paper in the HCl, the color of the HCl becomes a red. So we can say that the HCl is a more acidic compared to the gastric juice, lemon juice, that all the thing. So from this pH paper and the color of the pH paper, we can determine the approximate value pH value of the solution, right? So dear student, understand about how the pH scale can helpful us to determine the acidic or basic nature of the solution or the strength of the acid and the strength of the base in the solution. Now dear student, let us see about how the pH is helpful in our daily life. What is the importance of the pH in our daily life? So first point is the plants and the animals are a pH sensitive, right? So plants and animals, all the human body is also a pH sensitive. Our body works within the pH range of a 7 to 7.8, right? So human body works within the pH range of the 7 to 7.8. Living organism can survive only in a narrow range of the pH change, right? The change in the pH between the 7 to 7.8, it's okay for the living organism. Our body, human body works with the pH value of the 7 to 7.8. Now the pH of this change, pH of the body change from greater than 7.8 or less than 7, it's a not, it's a bad for the health, right? Right. Now similarly, when the pH of the rainwater is less than 5.6, it is called the acid rain, right? When the acid rain flows into the river, it lowers the pH of the river water, and the survival of the aquatic life in such a river becomes a difficulty, right? You know about acid rain. What is the acid rain? When the pH of the rainwater is less than 5.6, that means the rainwater becomes acidic in the solution, right? So this solution is, this type of the rain is called the acid rain. Now when the acid rain flows into the river, right, it lowers the pH value of the river water, and because of this it is difficult to survive the aquatic life in the river water, right? Understand, the plants and the animals are a pH sensitive. Now the pH of the soil, plant require a specific range of the pH for their healthy growth, right? If the pH of the soil of any particular place is less than or more than normal, then the farmer add a suitable fertilizer to each. If the pH value of the soil is less than or more than the uh, normal value of the pH, right, farmers should have to add a suitable fertilizer to get a proper pH value of the soil. So the pH of the soil is very important for the farmer also, right? So because of the, because the growth of the healthy growth of the plants requires the specific range of the pH. So dear student, try to find out the what pH range is required for the healthy growth of the plants. So dear student, here for the healthy growth of the plants, the pH value, specific range of the pH is required. If there is not a specific any particular value of the normal value of the pH, if the pH value of the soil is less than for the critical range or more than from the normal value, the farmer should have to add a suitable fertilizer to the soil. Now pH in our digestive system, right? pH level of our body is about a 7 to 7.8, and the pH level of our body regulates our digestive system. In the case of the indigestion, our stomach produce the acid in very large quantity, right? We know that in for the digestion of a food in our stomach produce the acid, right? In case of the indigestion, our stomach produce a acid in a very large quantity, and because of this, we feel a pain and irritation in the our stomach, right? And to get a relief from this pain, antacid, that means a base like a soda, eno, that we take, and this antacid neutralize the excess acid and we get a relief, right? So dear student, now the pH change as the cause of the tooth decay, right? Tooth decay starts when the pH of the mouth is lower than the 5.5. If the pH value of the mouth is lower than 5.5, the tooth decay starts, right? Tooth made up of the calcium hydroxypatite, right? Calcium hydroxypatite, a crystal from a calcium phosphate. A calcium hydroxypatite is the crystalline form of the calcium phosphate. Our tooth is made up of the calcium hydroxypatite, right? Is the hardest substance in our body, and it does not dissolve in the water, but it corroded when the pH in the mouth is below 5.5. So when the pH of the mouth is below 5.5, the our teeth is corroded, right? And due to this, the decay of the tooth will be start, right? Bacteria present in the mouth produce the acid by the degradation of the sugar and the food particles remaining in the mouth. Using a toothpaste, which is generally basic, can neutralize the excess acid and prevent the tooth decay. So with the help of the toothpaste, which is generally in the basic neutralize the excess amount of the acid in our mouth, and it prevents the pH value of our mouth is 5.5 to 6, right? So now another importance of the pH, self depends by the animals and the plants through the chemical warfare, right? Bee stings or nettle stings contains the methanoic acid. In the first video we were discussed like this, the natural acid bee stings and the nettle sting contains the methanoic acid which cause the pain and the irritation, right? When we use a weak base like a baking soda on it, we can get relief, right? Stinging hair of the nettle leaves the inject the methanoic acid causing a burning pain. Rubbing with the leaf of the dock plant gives the relief. So this type of the bee sting contains the methanoic acid. When the methanoic acid is injecting in our body, right, it gets the pain and the irritation. So with the help of the baking soda like a baking soda and the leaf of the dog plant, we can get the relief. So dear student, these are the importance of the pH in our daily life. So understand dear student, what is the pH, what is the pH scale, how we can get the acidic or the basic nature of the solution, strength of the acid in the solution and the strength of the base in the solution, and what is the importance of the pH in our daily life, right? So dear student, I hope that you understand the what is the pH and what is the what are the importance of the pH in our daily life. Thank you very much for watching my video.